Hello everyone, I'm going to show you how I made this scrunchie headband. So I'm using Aso oke for this. So you're going to need elastic 6 inches long, 1 inch wide, a strip of fabric measuring 2 inches by 16 inches, and another piece of fabric that's for the casing, which is 15 by 4 inches. And for our main fabric, which I'm using Aso oke for this, you can use any fabric. This is Aso oke from Nigeria, and it measures 40 by 6 inches. If you want it, you can make it wider, you can make it longer. For adult, depending how much ruffle you want, you can make it 50 inches by 12 inches. It's up to you how you want it, so you can play around with it. I'm making this for my daughter. It's just from a it's just the main purpose of making this for the tutorial, and that's the leftover fabric I have. So what I'm doing is measuring 1 inch from the edge of the fabric, that's the opening part of the fabric, and then measure 4.5 inches downwards. I'm just using my pins to make the markings. You can use a chalk for this, it's much easier especially when you're cutting it. So what I'm going to do is fold my fabric in half, so I'm going to cut it together. It makes it quicker and easier to cut. So I'm cutting from the 1 inch mark, and I'm going to slant it to the 4.5 inches mark, like so. It's just to give it that nice shape at the end. So yes, don't forget you can play around with it. If you're making it for an adult, then make the strip of fabric that goes into the main fabric, the strip of fabric, make it 18 by 2 inches, but for kids 16 by 2 is just perfect. So I'm just going to turn my fabric right side out. I'm using my scissors. Be careful when you're using your scissors to turn your fabric. And that's the strip of fabric. I've just secured one end to the edge of the scrunchie, or the main fabric should I say, and I'm going to insert it with a safety pin, like so. Just put it all the way through, and that's just going to gather everything, and that's going to form the scrunchie look we're trying to go for. If it's wider, it's going to look, I think it looks nicer when the fabric is wider and longer. So I'm just going to sew the edges down like that. Now we're moving on to the casing of our elastic. Sew across like so, and turn the fabric right side out. If you're not new to my channel, then we've made so many stuff with casing. I think most people know how to make casing by now. We're just going to insert our elastic. Don't forget to secure one end of the elastic, don't push it all the way through. And we've done that. What we're going to do is just sew a zigzag stitch just to hold that elastic in place, and that's the casing done. I'm just gathering, sorting it out. I'm still going to make another video. Actually, I have another video of me making a scrunchie, so you can check it out. I've already made something similar with Ankara fabric, I believe. So what I'm doing is attaching the elastic to the main fabric. Make sure the wrong side is facing up, which is where the seam is. And that's it really, guys. Just secure it, sew across 1 or 2 times like so. As you can see, you turn it, and that's what it looks like. When if the fabric was wider, it will cover up all the rough edges, but if you have a serger, just do that. Just use it to secure the messy bit, and we're just doing the other side. And that's it really. The tutorial is complete, to be honest. It's an easy one to make. I hope you try this, play around with it and see how it goes. Thank you guys for supporting this channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do not forget to subscribe, like, and I always love to read your comments. Thank you guys and take care.